Now, if you're trying to attract clients with any of these 10 marketing strategies, you're really wasting your time. Now, I know that sounds harsh, but I want you to avoid the same mistake that I made, which is working really, really hard, but just in the complete wrong direction. So number one is social media posts. We're talking about free posts that you put on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc. The problem with that is there's just limited reach. Like you could have a Facebook page that has 1,000 likes, but you put a post out and it only goes out to 100 people or 50 people. So you can't really grow a predictable business like that. But you might be saying, hey, Cham, I get clients from doing that. You might get one or two, but it's such a manual process and you can't scale it. Like you can't decide to do triple the amount of results the next day and then triple it again the next week just because you want to. You're going to hit a ceiling on the number of followers you have or the number of reach that you have. Now, as I go through these, the question you should ask yourself isn't, will it work? Because if you ask yourself, will it work? I mean, does cold calling work? Does that mean I should do a whole bunch of cold calling? Of course not. The question you should ask yourself is this the best use of your time? Is this the best use of your time? Number two is boosting posts on Facebook. You may have seen there's a little blue button at the bottom of a lot of posts that will say boost post. This is really what I would call hope marketing. It's a tax on ignorance. It's for people who don't really know what they're doing because Facebook doesn't have a human being looking at your posts and doing this recommendation. It's just a computer. So if you throw $50 at that and now that goes to an extra 1,000 people and it happened to be like a quote from Richard Branson or something, what's that doing? How's that going to lead to clients for you? Is that building your brand or is that going to build Richard Branson's brand? So that's the massive problem I have. Number three is Clubhouse, TikTok, Snapchat, or any kind of new fang-dangled app. You shouldn't be touching that until you've at least maximized the core things in marketing, such as Facebook, Google, email. These are what I would call BSOs, bright, shiny objects. There's a lot of activity happening here, but not much progress. And you're really going to be wasting your time if you go down that path. If you resonate with anything that I'm talking about here, it's because I like to do things one time and then get paid for it or get the results from it forever or at least years and years and years. And I know I'm being brutally honest, but just know that this isn't based on some blog post that I read. I started my own business and co-founded Authentic Education back in 2009. I've done all the marketing ever since. We've spent millions of dollars, invested millions of dollars in ads, including like our budget right now for Facebook ads. It's over $300,000 each year. We've got 15 staff in our company. We've been featured in the media, the whole thing. So number four is podcasts. Build it and they will come. That's kind of like the mantra for podcasts. But podcasts are like websites. Just because you build a website in this day and age, do you think everyone just comes to your website? Of course not. And podcasts are the same. But Cham, some people do really well off podcasts. That's because they dedicate themselves to just doing podcasts. So will the podcast work? Yes. Is it the best use of your time? Probably not. Number five is Facebook groups. That's where you create a free Facebook group and then people find it or you invite them to it. The problem with this is it's not scalable. You can't decide to triple the amount of people in that Facebook group. And it's so manual. You always got to be posting and direct messaging people. Number six is ebooks, PDFs, or any type of download. They're not really good because people don't spend time on them. Like just think in your own life, how much time, honestly, how much time have you spent reading this ebook that you downloaded last year? Not much. And even if you have spent some time, there's not as much trust built, because they don't see your face or they don't see your facial expression. So that's why I don't really think that ebooks are the best use of your time. Number seven, Facebook Lives. Too manual. There's no longevity. You do a Facebook Live today, tomorrow Facebook is expecting something brand new from you. Otherwise, they're going to show it to less and less people. A maximum of 48 hours. That's how long your Facebook Live is going to last in people's news feed. So you can't reuse it, and that's the issue I have. Number eight, IGTV, Facebook stories, Instagram stories, YouTube now even has stories, Reels, all these things. There's definitely no longevity there, and I wouldn't really be touching that either. Number nine, networking. The time cost is so high by physically going out to network with people or virtually networking. It's not a way you want to reliably grow your business because you trade your time for money too much with that. If you want to have double the business, what are you supposed to do? Spend like 8 hours networking next week instead of 4? It's just too much. Number 10 is direct messaging. So this is direct messaging people on LinkedIn, on Facebook groups. You may have seen in your LinkedIn message box now, there's a whole bunch of people that say, hey, I see we have similar connections. Like, what is it that you do? There's just no trust there. It's not starting a relationship built on trust. It's not the best use of your time. And I find it's a really great way to get your account blocked. And I say that kind of tongue in cheek, but so many of our students say, my account got blocked by doing this stuff. And I said, I don't know where you learnt to spam people from, but it definitely wasn't from me. All of these 10 things, when you condense it down, it's what we would call hope marketing. Just putting a piece of marketing out there and then just hoping that it succeeds. It's not a predictable way to build your business. So you might be thinking, okay, Mr. Smarty Pants Asian guy on this video, like what should I be doing then? What I would recommend is something called the marketing map. It's an acronym. The M stands for Meet Your Ideal Client. There are 7 different methods, only 7 methods that I recommend are the best way to meet your ideal client. The A stands for Ask for their time. Now we really need time because time also builds trust, and time and trust are the essential building blocks for a relationship. And there are 3 ways you can ask for people's time. And then the P stands for Present Your Offer. And there are 2 really great ways you should be presenting your offer. This whole marketing map, meet ideal clients, ask for their time, present your offer, it works for products, services, high ticket items, low ticket items. It obviously takes a lot of time for me to explain in detail how to utilize these 3 steps to a point where you really get it, to a point where that light bulb moment goes off and you think, what have I been doing for the last 12 months? Or what have I been doing for the last 12 years? I would love from one business owner to another to map out the best way for you to attract clients, to create a successful business. That's why I created a very special event, and it's called Marketing Made Easy. This is where you will discover the one best way for your business to meet your ideal clients. I say the one best way because I could probably make a prediction that right now you're doing too much. Like you're working too hard for your money. You shouldn't be chasing all these bright, shiny objects. My promise to you is you will get results minimum 3 times faster than what most people do. Because what most people do is a whole bunch of activity, not much progress. A whole bunch of spinning their wheels, not much traction. So if you want to learn more about the Marketing Made Easy event or to book a free ticket, just click the link in this post, or you can go to authentic.com.au/marketing. So I'm going to show you how to use social media, Facebook ads, Google and Zoom, but let's do it the right way to create a successful business. Even if you're a beginner, even if you're on a budget, or even if you feel that you're really bad with computers. And I just want to talk about the elephant in the room, which is why is it free? Something I see a lot of other people, a lot of other companies don't really address. It's free because we use a marketing method called freemium. It's like, why is Google and Spotify free? They deliver really great value for free, and then a small percentage of people decide to take them up on the premium version, and that just makes it win-win for everyone. So we do exactly the same thing. So if you want to just stop chasing all these 10 bright, shiny objects, and you would rather just learn one system to start attracting clients consistently, then just click the link in this post or go to www.authentic.com.au/marketing, and I'll see you soon.